Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while since I've made another video. This is just my experience and what I went through and what I think helped me out, and hopefully it can help you out as well, or help people out there that are either going through it or are gonna go through it. Yeah, so I put her on and it didn't really hurt at first. I felt like she was on good, so I was like, oh, this is easy, it's a breeze. The nurse came in, she's like, she is, I guess. And then the second time I put her on, it hurt a little bit more than the first time, and she was kind of fighting it, kind of pushing it away. And then when she would kind of latch on, because she wasn't really latching, she was latching wrong, and you could tell when they're latching wrong because it's pretty painful. And the nurse would tell me, okay, well, we're gonna send in a lactation consultant. Nursing consultant came, she helped me position her right, and she put her up to my breast, and she was good. And then the third feeding, I was struggling so much, I was in so much pain, so the nurse had to help me, my husband was helping me. My nipples got tore up, like so bad. Like by the second night, I would say, I took a shower, I looked in the mirror, I was still in the hospital, I looked in the mirror and my nipples looked, my husband described it as scraped knees. You know, like when you're a kid and you fall and you scrape your knees and they scab up, that's how my nipples looked, like they're full of scabs. And I was like, what the freak, like, oh my god. And it was so painful, like the water couldn't even touch it. Even like when I was drying with a towel, I couldn't really put it in that area because it hurt so much. I told the nurse, like, oh, you know, what was going on, and they're like, okay, we're gonna bring a pump. The nurse is like, okay, well, you gotta make sure that you pump as much as you can. And even with that, like even pumping, you have to like get the hang of it and learn how to do. We weighed her, and they're like, you know, she's not really taking anything in because she's losing too much weight. She keeps losing more weight, then we're gonna have to give her a supplement. And I was like, okay, well, what was the supplement? And obviously it's formula. Pretty much if she loses too much weight, she could end up at the ICU. She like freaked me out, and I had to decide right then and there because I had the formula like ready to give it to her. And then since I wanted to just strictly breastfeed, they're like, okay, we don't want to give her a bottle because you don't want to give her nipple confusion. So what they did is they had a little tiny skinny tube. They connected to like a little syringe, and they put like the formula in the syringe. So the nurse is like, okay, we'll put her to the breast, and then we're gonna put the little tube in her mouth, like right before it touches her throat so she doesn't gag, but far enough for her to like swallow the formula because it tastes really nasty. So I did that, and it actually worked when they were there. And they're like, okay, well, we're gonna have to keep doing that. And I tried doing that, but I didn't like it. Like I feel like it was like, if you do it wrong, like I'm gonna push it too far, I'm gonna hurt her throat, like she's too tiny, I don't want to do that. So the nurse is like, okay, well, you're gonna have to keep pumping. And I didn't even pump, to be honest. When I was in the hospital, I probably pumped twice. And then when I would pump, it would hurt too. So, you know, at the hospital, I tried to give her as much breast milk as I could. I tried to nurse her as much as I could, even though it was excruciating pain the whole time. Like my nipples felt like they were on fire every time I would put her on there. And I kept trying to nurse her, and I don't know if I was either like positioning her wrong, holding her wrong, or she was just getting frustrated, or she was just feeling my frustration. And maybe it was just everything combined. But I would try to literally put her on, and she would like throw her head back, like screaming and crying. And I was like, no, like you have to, like, I was trying to like soothe her, and then I was starting to get frustrated, and then I started crying, and me and the baby both were crying, and it was just like a hot mess. So then the next day came, and my nipples obviously needed to heal. So my mom's like, you know what, just give her formula while you're pumping. So she ended up drinking formula probably for like about 4 or 5 days. But I would switch off with the breast milk and the formula when I was pumping. And then I didn't really put her on the boob, back on the boob, probably like 2 days after of just pumping. So I kind of gave them like a 2-day break, and that helped so much. I literally did like every position they tell you to do. I did the cross cradle, I did the football position, because sometimes she would take that position, and I feel like the regular cradle, like the way you usually hold a baby, I feel like that was more natural and more easier. And as soon as I did that, like she latched way easier and way better. I should have just done it in the beginning, but you know, you live and you learn. I'm so glad that I was able to nurse for this long. In the beginning, I was like, you know, as long as I could, even if I could just nurse her for just a month, that was my goal in the beginning. I was like, if I could just nurse her for a month, I'll be happy. A month came, I was like, okay, I'm gonna shoot for like, what was it, like 4 more months. The 4th month came, and I was like, you know what, I think I got this. So I ended up nursing her 6 months, and after the 6 months, we just kept going until she was 22 months, which was like a month ago. Your milk doesn't come in right away. Even when you have natural birth, it doesn't come in right away. It could take a day, it could take 2 days, it could take up to a week. It took me like to get my full milk, and I think that's probably why I couldn't get the nursing thing in the beginning as well, because my milk didn't fully come in until maybe like a week and like 3 days or something like that. And I told the nursing consultant about that, and she said that when you have a C-section, obviously pretty major surgery and your body goes into shock, sometimes it makes your milk production slower, and it doesn't come as soon as it would if you had a natural birth. So for me, it took about a week and 3 days, and I feel like that probably had to do with the whole nursing experience as well. So yeah, so don't get scared or discouraged if your milk doesn't come in right away. They say just keep on nursing, putting the baby to the breast, keep doing a lot of skin to skin. If you have a pump, make sure you're pumping so you could try to establish your milk as well. So yeah, it took time for my milk to come in. Once it came in strong, and I start to leak a lot. When you start to get your full milk, I believe I was like 2-3 weeks of nursing, and my boobs got so full of milk, and when you wake up in the morning, your shirt is just drenched. So you have to invest money in they have disposable nursing pads, and I tried those at first because I remember I stocked up when I was pregnant. I couldn't use them. Like, my nipples were way too sensitive. Like, just rubbing against them just hurt. Like, it was too much, and I couldn't. I was like, oh my god, like, I can't wear these. So I went like a few days or almost a week without them, and every time I'd wake up, my shirt was soaked. You know, I got to the point where I didn't even care. I walk around the house with like a drenched shirt just in this area. I was like, screw this, I don't care, I'm just nursing my baby, and that's all that matters right now. So I ended up going to Amazon, found these reusable nursing pads, and they're made out of bamboo, and I read the reviews, and it had a lot of good reviews and wasn't that expensive, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this. And I ended up ordering it, and yeah, those helped me. I used those throughout my whole pregnancy, well, not pregnancy, my whole nursing experience. Oatmeal, there's like other like herbs and stuff and teas that you could drink. My husband also bought me this tea called Mama Tea or Mama Milk. It has a lot of fenugreek, and it has like all these ingredients that helps, I guess, bring in the milk. So I did drink that. I did eat the lactation cookies, and I feel like they did help. So, you know, if you feel like you need to bring up your milk supply, you can always go online, you could go to the store. They pretty much sell them everywhere. The breast milk has so much good stuff for them. They don't get sick as easily. It has so many antibodies in it. It has all the nutrition that they need, and I highly recommend that you nurse your baby. You know, I know some people can't. You know, if you can't for some reason, it's totally fine if you give them formula, or if you have to supplement with donor milk. You know, as long as your baby is full and happy when they go to bed with a full tummy. That's all that matters. Don't feel bad if for some reason you can't nurse or you can't get it down. It's okay. You're not alone. There's so many people out there that just give them formula or give them donor milk, or, you know, just know that you're not the only one that's going through this, and just keep going. Just keep on going if you really want to nurse, and if you're able and willing to nurse. Just keep trying, even though in the beginning it'll be hard. Just try everything you can, and if you can't for some reason, you tried everything and you feel like it's not for you, or it's not for you and the baby, then it's totally fine to do formula. And she is here. She found me. Yeah, so yeah, that's my nursing experience. Hopefully it'll help you guys out with your nursing experience. And leave any comments below. You know, leave your experience. If you want something similar to my experience, you could comment that as well. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you like. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. I do apologize for not posting in a while, but you know, sometimes life happens, and you just don't have time. But I'm gonna try to put more time aside to start filming more videos. If you guys like this video, see you guys on the next one. Peace and love. Bye.